It's a horrible day in America, and to stand in solidarity with President Trump, I made my own mugshot with the Fulton County Jail here logo, and I changed it to my official photo on Twitter. So I encourage everyone to make your own MAGA mugshot. Stand with President Trump. We always stand with our president because he's the one that's going to save this country, and we thank God for him. So that's what I did to stand in solidarity. I'm standing right here at the jail with all of y'all. I think right side, I think everybody that's here, and we're going to support them all the way.
I don't know. MTG asked for a pardon. She may be getting an authentic mugshot one day. By the way, here's what she could expect from jail.
You were in custody today. It's totally absurd, in my opinion, but what was it like? How did they treat you? What was the experience like today in jail?
Terrible experience. I came in, I was treated very nicely, but it is what it is. I took a mugshot, which I never heard the words mugshot. Didn't teach me that at the Wharton School of Finance. And I have to go through a process. It's election interference. You know that better than anybody. You cover it so well. You just a fantastic job, I have to tell you, for the listeners. Fantastic job, Greg. But it's a very sad experience, and it's a very sad day for our country.
Evidently, results may vary, but this is clearly historic. I wonder how we'll remember this.
By the way, speaking of education, because this is largely about veterans, we are going to bring education back to the states so that each state will run 100%. We'll keep approximately 3 people in Washington just to make sure that you're teaching English, okay, as opposed to another language. Okay, you know, you need a little coordination, like everybody has to teach English, if you don't mind. But we'll keep a little bit of, like 2 or 3 people.
Oh, not in history classes or textbooks if the GOP gets the so-called revenge they won. I guess if Trump, the Republican candidate from a party that has lost the last 7 out of 8 popular votes, somehow wins in 2024, that will be vengeance, I guess. But of course, if and when he loses, he will be a victim again, because that's what's behind all of this tough talk. Ben Shapiro says Trump's mugshot was unnecessary and vindictive, yet claims it's iconic. I guess this image is supposed to galvanize the base, but we'll see if it moves people who claim to be moderates and centrists. And Trump posted this picture on Twitter, which was the first thing he said on that app in years. But with all this never surrender talk, well, Trump literally did surrender. It's going to be interesting to see the standards by which America will compare Trump's felony indictments moving forward. Clearly, how measured your response will be depends on some level, what your political ideology is. But at the height of all this should be accuracy, shouldn't be weighted by which side of the aisle you're on. With all that said, 45 saying he's 6'3" and 215 pounds lets us know what to expect. Michael Shore and David Schuster are coming after you. What you going to do when they ask a simple question? Don't be like this man. Watch that video in order to prepare yourself. Or you could be like me and tell them, my architect knows Japanese.